Okay, what's up everybody? Day number 4 from the ground up. Today we're going to be talking mobility, stability, touching on what we learned yesterday over at Mojo Feet with Dr. Stuart Curry. I just want to really quickly go over what this is going to look like for you guys. When you're in the gym or when you're practicing these, I want you guys to do 1 mobility and 1 stability. Once you guys get, feel comfortable, feel proficient in what I'm about to show you, then maybe add 2 and 2 and 3 and 3, and then, you can do them all, right? I just don't want you guys to do them all to start because you're going to hate me afterwards because this is mobility, stability stuff. It's not always exciting, okay? So first, I'm going to go over all the mobility we're going to do. Prescription is always about 2 minutes here. I'll tell you different if it is different. But what we're going to work on here is we're going to work on kind of like this lateral arch of our foot, super important, especially for plantar flexion, which is my foot elevated or when I'm in the air. A lot of dancers do this one here, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to put my foot behind me just like this, and I'm going to get it into plantar flexion. Now, a lot of people struggle with this position here, so if we're kind of struggling, we can even kick the foot out just a little bit, okay? I've been working on this so I can get it right underneath me. Now this, you guys might feel already a stretch through the top of this ankle, even in through this posterior tib. Remember, any pain, obviously don't do it. It should be uncomfortable though, okay? You're gonna take a hold of your knee, bye, and you're gonna pull your knee up and see how high you can get that thing. Woo! And I'm feeling a nice big pull here, okay? Again, on this anterior tib, trying as hard as I can to get a lot of flexion out of it, okay? 2 minutes there, try to get after it. If anything goes numb, if it starts tingling a lot, obviously drop out. And then once you guys are finished, you're just gonna flip around and we're gonna work dorsiflexion, okay? So I'm gonna get all my toes in here. I'm gonna sit back into this thing. Now the higher up I am, the easier this is gonna be. But as I collapse, you can see my arch gets a little bit stronger here. We're gonna spend about 2 minutes here. Remember, any kind of pain isn't awesome. If you're a little uncomfortable, don't be a pansy, hang out. 2 minutes, okay? And now you can see I'm kind of rolling back and forth here, trying to get off of that big toe, really hitting that arch, getting out to the side, kind of get a little bit of movement here, get as much stretch out of this arch as I can. Again, there shouldn't be any pain here, guys, okay? If there's any pain, get out of it, okay? Once we're stretched, we're gonna do a little smashing. Getting after your heels is super important. If you can see, I got a golf ball here. Lots of people have golf balls. Man, go to the range and go find one. If you don't have a golf ball, you can use tennis ball, which isn't easy. It's hard. Lacrosse ball is what we like to use a lot of times. Golf ball is going to be the best thing for us. So first, I'm going to work the balls of my feet here, and I'm going to work my heel, my arch here, and then the back, and then the side of my foot. So I'm going to start with the ball of my foot. I'm going to crush down on this thing. I have as much weight as I can. Woo! And I'm just going to kind of run this thing along the ball of my foot. Once you guys get some passes there, you're going to get your foot high, curl your foot around it, get your foot high. I'll even work on the big toe. Oh yeah, it feels good. Trying to work in the knuckles, okay? And then I'm going to get to the arch of my foot. And I'm just going to work this thing. Same way, I'm going to drive my toes down, which is tight. Drive them up, drive them down. And I'm going to move to my heel. Now that I'm on the back of my heel, toes are planted, I'm going to drive this thing in and just go back and forth. Man, it might feel ropey and sandy in there. Work on it. Spend about a minute on your heel. That'll be super important. It's where a lot of the plantar fasciitis starts, okay? Then you're going to move to the side of your foot, and you're going to do the same thing over there. Roll that bad boy out, okay? I want you guys to spend about 3 minutes of foot here, okay? Remember, about a minute here, and then just kind of hunt around the rest of your foot for about 2 minutes, okay? Once you guys are done there, your foot should be pretty mobilized, but what we're going to do is we're going to move upstream. So I just hit a lot of my foot, hit a lot of my ankle. Now I'm going to hit this anterior tibialis, and I'm going to hit this calf gastroc, even where some of this Achilles connects here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I call this the bone saw. It's fairly gnarly. I'm going to hit this, okay? If you guys have never done this before, just 1 foot here is going to do you nice and good. Notice I'm going back and forth. The most important part here is getting ankle movement, okay? Make sure we're rolling that thing out. Push some weight into it. Roll your ankle around. Roll it around. I'm going to push and pull. That would be push. That would be pull. You can see my foot moving. It's going to be the most important that you're getting some movement. If you're like, oh, this isn't terrible, cross your leg over, put weight into it, and man, that's gnarly in there. Get some movement out of that foot, okay? Again, what I'm doing here is the most important part of it. I need to pull my foot into the ranges of motion that I'm trying to achieve, okay? Again, 2 minutes there. Work from top to bottom. When you find knots, hunt them out, all right? Last mobility we're gonna work on is mobility of this calf here, okay? So I'm gonna put my calf, cross my legs over. I'm gonna go back and forth. Make some circles. Remember, this is the most important part. Me crossing my foot, adding some weight, pop my butt up, and I can go whoo, side to side. Okay, getting a lot of movement, getting a lot of shear out of there. And again, I'm going to roll my foot here. Okay, forward, up, push and pull. If you guys really hate yourself, you can get a nice heavy sandbag. Throw that. Oh, that was a little too tough. Throw that sandbag on there. Push, pull. Get some movement out of it. Check it out. I bet if I check my feet after that little bit of work, plantar flexion, oh man, look how much farther that thing's going, right? Plantar flex, got a whole lot out of that. And then when I dorsiflex, got a whole lot more out of that, okay? You can see side to side which ankle, which foot is looking much more mobile, okay? Next video, we're gonna take a look at stability, okay? Thank you, this is our mobility video for day 4. Here comes day 4 stability video.